Ahoy! It is I, TK. Oh man, I just watched Joe versus the Volcano, and it is such an awesome movie, man. Like, like it is just, it like transcends like the multiverse, right? Because you got freaking, okay, you got freaking Forrest Gump, right? But he's like, just a regular dude, okay? And he's working his job and he hates it. And, like everyone else. And then he's like, you know what? I hate my job. I'm probably sick. Because, people tell us we're sick when we hate our job, right? He's like, I'm going to go find out. He goes to his doctor, which is freaking America's Most Wanted doctor. And he's like, you have brain cloud. And you're totally gonna die if you don't go and see the dude's dad, right? And he's like, hey man, I'll give you a bunch of money, and, I need you to basically go live it out, and then jump into a freaking volcano. By the way, don't tell anybody, here's some freaking money, and go and meet my daughter, who suspiciously looks like the secretary you used to work with. And then he like meets her, and she's like this fiery redhead, and she's like an artist, but she's a freaking flibbertigibbet, right? And so he's like, man, you want to kill yourself too? I can't be hanging out with you because I will perpetuate that. So he's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go hang out with your blonde sister that looks exactly like you, right? And like straight up looks like the secretary. And he's like, listen, man, I gotta grow up. I gotta live my life, I finally just started buying luggage the right way, and I just started like getting my fashion sense in order. And he's like, but you know what? I totally am terminal brain cloud. So I'm gonna straight jump in a volcano, right? And they do that, and So spoiler alert, the movie ends with them like getting blasted back out of it, okay? but if you think about it, man, Forrest Gump is basically freaking Joe versus a volcano if he like actually had a brain cloud, right? And he just fever dreams that he went into, Joe versus a volcano, but he's just Forrest Gump, right? But Forrest Gump has obviously got the same mutant powers as Wolverine. Okay? Think about it. They both, survive the war with nary a scratch. I mean, he gets, shot in the butt. But, it happens to everyone once in a while. But he's like Wolverine, right? Like, he, totally does everything in the war, right? Then he gets out and he freaking plays some ping pong. And he saves in Legolas Dan, right? And brings him back. And who does he become? Freaking Wolverine, right? Like, think about it. He gets metal legs, okay, right? And he heals, but he's he's totally bummed about it. He's like, everything's totally fine, but, I was supposed to die in battle, right? And then, his girlfriend is freaking Princess Bride, but she is the worst, it's because she's had the worst done to her, but she is straight up the worst to Forrest Gump Wolverine, right? Because she's like, you know what, I want to love you, but you have the brain of a freaking man child, and so I don't even like you. And so then you jump back and go, wait a second, hold the freaking Zoltar down, because so that's obviously Forrest Gump is he made a dark wish off the freaking Zoltar machine to be big, but that'll mess up your brain, and boom, he's that's why he's Forrest Gump, right? And so it's like Wolverine sort of jumping around in time, trying to end up in one place, and that'll beat up your brain, that'll knock your brain around enough to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm awesome at ping pong and I can't die, but I can't get my brain to get around the fact that my girlfriend is a distant gold digger But like, I love her, but then she's gonna die from AIDS. Spoiler alert. Oh, hey. Hey, I gotta go. Hey, I love you, man. Call your mom.